What's going on, everybody? This is Lord PeteyTV here for Heroic Manaforge Omega with our community kill for Soulbinder Nazzindhri. I guess that's how you pronounce it. So anyway, the way this works is that we want to make sure that we end up DPSing these, I guess you could say, vaults that appear around the room during this boss fight. As you can see here, we're going to end up getting these little frontal lines. We want to prioritize mages. Mages are the ones that are going to be the hardest to deal with later on, with lots of different ads that pop up. So what we end up doing is we end up opening up those vaulted areas or vats or whatever you want to call them while that's happening. As you can see here, we end up getting some orbs placed on the ranged. You can also place other people on top of each other, so you have a little bit of a better placement of it. There's a knockback that happens, and you have to consistently move around the room to make sure you're getting those mages. The mages themselves are the primary people you are going through here. We're going to take the orbs. We're going to run them out. I'm trying not to kill a melee, but, I'm just going to send one right through the middle because that's how I roll. As you can see here, we have orbs that are going to be happening again, and we're going to be ending up moving around the room. Mages are going to burn down. We're going to kill that phase blade there, and we're going to proceed forward. Now, as you can see, I stood on somebody else, and I didn't take any damage because we're both on the inside. You have to really be careful of those knockbacks. As you can see, we have a gate in the middle of the room. That way we can move a little bit quicker if we need to. Here is the mages and the assassin on the other side. We're going to end up breaking both of those out, and we're going to end up DPSing those down there. Now, after a little bit of ads and things like that happen, after we open up enough, all of the extra vats that are going to happen are going to appear. So what I end up doing is I usually misdirect whatever I can possibly grab to help push it onto the tanks to be a little bit easier. As you can see here, I'm going to push it onto the tank, and we're going to end up working on that. Now, these guys in general, they don't do that much damage, but they still do some damage. So what we're going to end up doing is we're going to end up DPSing the hell out of that boss. And we're going to end up just AoEing down and cleaving the other ads to make sure that they are not an issue. Now, overall, the biggest problem that I find with this boss is that he's just always moving. Now, for myself being a BM hunter, not too bad. I really don't have to worry about, staying in one place to cast. But mages and boomkins and other classes, they really, really have a painful situation there when it comes to that. Now, here's some lines. As you can see, we really didn't know what to do. So we had a mage, and we took down that, an assassin. Assassins are really the next thing I would worry about because they end up doing a decent amount of damage to the tanks with a bleed and so on and so forth later on. So we end up burning that down. We get our orbs out. We have to watch out for the knockback because that's coming any second. And we end up moving the tanks are consistently moving the boss to the other mages to make sure that those vats are the ones that are broken. As I said, this is how it is. It's just moving back and forth across the room. And as you can see I say, I'm going to take the far one, you get the close one. Let's get this done. Boom. I want to say thank you all again for checking out our videos. I greatly appreciate it. I love you all. As always, if you're looking to support the channel, you can subscribe, you can join, you can follow, whatever. If you're, watch us on Twitch. We're on Twitch and YouTube every single Monday through Friday. If you're looking to do more than that, we got a lot of cool things in the pipe. I can't wait to see everybody and talk to everybody in chat. But for this guy specifically, this boss, we're just going to keep talking about him today. So what we're going to do is we're going to end up having to deal with the orbs. And then we have more lines that are coming out. So it took a little bit, but we got it. Now, I really don't think heroic is a real big deal if you end up like missing characters or things like that, when we're going through it all. But overall, I think that you're going to have definitely a lot of issue when it comes to, mythic if you're going to end up running this boss. Because there's going to be a lot more people to deal with, and I think you actually get less lines. So you got to be really careful. But anyway, so this boss, just gathering him up again, and we're going to just AoE him down. And it works out so beautifully. We got the orbs. Got some distance there. We're just DPSing them down. The thing that you need to really watch out for as a healer in this fight is just the AoE output, because you have to consistently put out rotating defensives and things like that. And I try to say that and explain to that every single time while we're going through it. Here we got another break because we try to break a couple in the middle. Usually there's a mage there, but there's not this time. And then we're going to end up moving to the other spot. Now, we got double mage here. And I was like, oh, is that going to be a problem? No, we end up ripping through them like it's nothing. I actually think that these first couple of bosses, so Sentinel, Soulbinder, Forge Weaver, if you end up knowing how to do them for heroic, they're very easy. Even Lumathal, if you kind of see how it's done and you go through the guides that we worked with, you can end up taking it out pretty easily. It's not that difficult to deal with. So here we're going to end up DPSing it down. We've got about 30-ish seconds left on the boss before he ends up dying. More orbs. More lines. Ends at 3%. And then we're going to end up killing it. So it's pretty cool. Pretty nice. Pretty sweet and easy and smooth. I did a great job to the group. So thank you all very much. Check out the video. Have a fantastic week and good luck on your, your kills.